Hi, I'm Kay Bonner Cummings from the Bonner Family Foundation, and I first found out about this project in March of 2010 when I went to an art summit with the Fresno County Office of Education, and that's where I first met Mark Patterson, who had brought this incredible project into that summit, and I was absolutely blown away by the quality of the art, the passion of the art, the strength and power of it. And I thought, you know, I've got to see more of this.
I met Mark Patterson because my director and advisor at Fresno Pacific felt that I would be a good match in a program that he was doing called Whispers of the Street. I really felt the passion with Mark the first day I met him. He had so much passion, and I just felt so blessed to be there. It was extremely interesting for me to be around all these kids and knowing that the ages that they were and their passion as well for humanity was extremely huge, and it touched me, and I felt very connected to a lot of the kids. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat to watch their enthusiasm on both sides, the homeless community as well as the teachers, and getting so involved in each other's lives, and it was touching. It was really touching to watch.
My name is Mark Patterson, and I am an art teacher at McLane High School, and this is going into my 10th year. This is a project called Whispers from the Streets, and it really began, the inspiration was this photograph right here by Raul Zamora with Fresno Bee. And I saw that in the summer of 2008 and just was really taken aback by how powerful this image was. And it really caused me to go down to this site under Freeway 41 and check it out for myself. And I did that and met some of the people down there, and through the rest of that summer started taking a lot of photography and was thinking of actually doing a project on homelessness with one of my art classes, which we ended up doing. And used a lot of my photography and tried to break it up into certain themes such as portraits, the architecture and the environment of homeless people, interiors, trash, and a lot of their personal items.
Well, Mark asked me if I wanted to be involved in it. You know, Mark was the start. But of course I said yes. I thought it was a cool idea. We think a lot alike. And this part of the show that you see behind me is called the Shanty Gallery. And it is home to about 40 pieces of artwork by individual artists that had no other home, this artwork. So we wanted to create something that was portable, freestanding, and had a little bit of the atmosphere of a homeless person's encampment, and a little bit of a feeling of a gallery. Then I met Caleb Kazarian, who's a local advocate for the homeless, and he told us about his novel that he wrote when he was experimentally homeless for 2 years. And I thought, wow, we should illustrate his book. I asked him, he said, yeah, cool. So I gave it to my students in photocopies, and students got to pick a person or a scene that they wanted to interpret from the book.
I was homeless on purpose when I graduated from college in 1997. So a friend of mine, a co-teacher of Mark's, invited me, suggested I meet Mark and tell my story to his class, to the art class, because they were doing a project. So I went, and just like all of the other times, I would tell the story. And this time, I was trying to keep in mind that the students were going to take the things that I said and create images from them. And leaving the manuscript with Matt was also helpful as well. That they could read stories that I had written and put pictures to it.
This is sort of a different model for a museum. And the point I'm trying to make is that this was a bit of a risk for me as a new executive director. And I'm glad that I had these great people that were willing to take this risk with me, because it was a bit of sticking my neck out, if you will, for an accredited museum to, first of all, take on an issue that is uncomfortable for a lot of people. It's not an easy issue for some people to talk about. You know, we're used to talking about abstract expressionism or, you know, different art styles, but to take on an issue that makes people feel maybe not so easy was a risk for me, especially as a new executive director. And not only the subject matter, but if you look at the art itself, it's not traditionally pretty. We have added kind of an interactive element. We have some, it's low tech, but it's interactive. We have some Post-it notes and pencils that we have placed so that people can post their comments. And those have been very, very touching for me, because people have written about how they have been affected by this work here. And, you know, we've had university professors write their comments, kids coming in with classes as they've passed through have shared their comments, homeless people have come in and shared their comments. And I'm going to get emotional here, but I'm going to save those comments, and when anybody criticizes or makes a comment, I'm going to use that and point to it and say, this is how our community has reacted. And to me, the place of a museum is to engage the community.